YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some football, Houston Texans football. Today we're going to talk about the NFL draft, and the Houston Texans finally got some help in the secondary. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down, but before we get in that, like I've been telling you before, man, if you're liking the content, make sure you're liking the channel. Make sure you're watching all the videos. You commenting all the videos. You liking all the videos. You sharing all the videos on all social media platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. Any type of social media platform you use, make sure you share it on the same social media platforms. Also, follow me on social media as well. The link in the description below. We still in the race to get the 6,000 subscribers. You know what that means. I need you to tell a friend, so they can tell a friend, so they can tell a friend, so they can tell some more friends, so they can tell some more friends, and put them on game with the channel so we get this channel growing and growing and growing and growing. Really, really appreciate that. Trying to get the 6,000 subscribers, and I can't do that without y'all. So I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get this channel growing and growing. Really, really appreciate that. Now, with the 42nd pick in the second round of this year's draft, the Houston Texans select Kamari Lassiter, a cornerback out of Georgia. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, I like the pick. I really like the pick. I know some people wanted us to go DT. You had some people also wanted us to go linebacker. You even had some people who wanted us to still go after receiver, even though we traded for Stephon Diggs. But when you look at what happened around the rest of the league, around the AFC, and even our own division, the AFC South, you had to go secondary. And when you look at our own team and our own roster, you had to go cornerback specifically. And me, personally, I really like this pick. You need to go somebody opposite Stingley. And I actually think you might have found a good complementary piece. I really do. I like the pick. We talk about putting some dogs on this team. We talk about putting somebody with championship experience and championship mentality on the team. That's what you get out of Lassiter right there. When you watch him play, you watch a dog play on the field. He got that dog type of mentality when you watch him play on the field. Plays very aggressive. When I mean aggressive, I don't mean he leaves his assignments and he tries to go out there and try to make splash plays and make interceptions and just leaves his assignments. No, when I mean aggressive, I mean playing physical, actually jamming receivers, not letting receivers get by him, not letting receivers on the outside, keeping the receivers inside, keeping them closer to the out of bounds marker, playing very aggressive, using his hands similar to Sauce Gardner. And again, that could be a good thing and also could be a bad thing because you could use it in a good sense, and also it could also get you in trouble a couple times with. You also got to watch out for those things. But I like that aggression. I like that style of football. Also, like I say, played at Georgia, won 2 national championships on Georgia, so it was on a championship level defense. So he has that championship mentality and that championship type of experience. And again, I like watching him play. Again, the kid is 5'11", 186 pounds. Now he only ran a 4.65 at his 40. I mean, on his 40 on his pro day. That's not good. It's not that fast. Again, I think if he ran faster, I feel like he would have been drafted in the higher on, probably got drafted in the first round. But if you watch his tape, he doesn't really play that slow. He doesn't play, he plays faster than that when you actually watch him play. Had over 400 coverage snaps, gave up 0 touchdowns, and allowed a passer rating of 48.7%. Similar to Sauce Gardner. Remember, Sauce Gardner didn't give up any touchdowns in college, and one of his big things is that he never lets quarterbacks get high passer ratings, high completion ratings, and high passer ratings and things like that against him. Is very, very aggressive. When the football's in the air, he attacks it. He doesn't allow receivers in his facility to catch football. He's knocking the football out. Like I said, he's keeping them closer to the out of bounds mark. He's not letting them inside. He's keeping receivers from catching them. He's not letting receivers cross his face. He crowds the receivers, and the receivers are not able to get their hands up and actually catch the football. A very, very good tackler as well. He's very strong at tackle. When he gets his grasp on you, he's not letting you go. He's a very good tackler, and he also gets receivers out of their comfort zone. The way he jams them and pushes them and moving them around the line, coming off the press. He's not allowing them to get comfortable. He's letting them get uncomfortable, and they don't want to play that type of physical brand of football. I like that, especially being opposite Stingley, because Stingley has very, very good recovery speed. So I like to have this aggressive player on the opposite side. Now, him being aggressive does get him in trouble a little bit. Sometimes he gets a little bit too aggressive in man-to-man coverage and starts pulling at the jerseys a little bit. Started, like I say, getting your hand caught in the cookie jar when you use your hands too much, and them flags start coming out. Now, again, we don't really see it all that much with Sauce Gardner. I know a lot of people complain that we don't see it that much with Sauce Gardner. But there is a problem if you constantly put yourself in that type of situation. Also, because he only runs a 4.65, doesn't have good recovery speed. If he allows the receiver, if he bites on receiver double move and he lets the receiver get by him, it's kind of hard for him to recover because of that lack of speed and things like that. And also, he gets lost sometimes when they use rub routes against him. Sometimes he gets lost and gets confused and doesn't know where to go. So he does need to clean some of those things up. But I do believe that you put him with Darius Stingley, you put him with this pass rush, and obviously, and especially with Coach DeMeco Ryans, I definitely believe he can get better and he can improve on that a whole lot. Again, I believe if he ran a faster 40 time, we're possibly talking about a first-round pick. I know some of y'all out there probably wanted Cooper DeJean, maybe even Kool-Aid, and those guys went 2 picks right before, like the 2 picks and then the pick right before the Houston Texans. So who knows if both those guys were on the board, where the Texans would lean, if they still would have leaned last, or if they would have drafted Cooper, or if they would have drafted Kool-Aid. We'll never know. But I believe if he ran faster 4 times, if he ran like a 4-4, especially if he ran a 4-3, we're talking about a first-round pick, potentially even talking about the first cornerback took him. Because when you watch this style of play, it reminds you of Sauce, and everybody always talks about how good Sauce is. I seen a redraft not too long ago that saying that the Jacksonville Jaguars will took Sauce #1 overall, and that was as recent as this last month. So even after this past season, people still are very high on Sauce Gardner, and he plays a very similar style of football. Again, only ran a 4.65. So again, that is alarming. Again, that does cause some of his issues, especially when he lets receivers get by him. But I definitely believe if he can fix that he could be a very, very good cornerback in this league. Now, we do have Jeff Okudah, who we just signed. Also, you got CJ Henderson, who you signed recently. Again, Jeff Okudah, a 3rd overall pick in the 2020 draft, but has yet to play a full NFL season. And he's ultra talented, but has yet to play a full NFL season. So you can kind of count that he's not going to play a full NFL season. CJ Henderson was the 9th pick in that same draft. He is yet to play a full season also, but even when he has been on the field, he hasn't been all that good. That's the reason why he's played on multiple teams so far in his short career. Jeff Okudah, when he's played well. He just hasn't played a lot. So you got to take account for that. Then you also did sign Miles Bryant and from the New England Patriots as well. But I think that Lassiter probably is going to end up being your nickel star now. I think he's going to be your nickel corner star now. But I believe he's going to get a lot of time playing opposite Stingley because of what I just said about Jeff Okudah and CJ Henderson really not ever playing full season. And the same thing with Stingley. Stingley hasn't played a full season since 2019, his freshman year at LSU. But when Stingley's on the field, Stingley's a top 5 cornerback. That last month that we seen, the finish off the season, that we seen Stingley play was probably the best cornerbacks play that we've seen from a Houston Texan ever. That's the best cornerback play we've ever seen from a Houston Texan ever. And I think that he can use that and go out throughout a whole season, another year in this defense, another year under DeMeco Ryans. Stingley's going to take off and be a very, very elite cornerback in this league. And I think Lassiter can benefit from all that, can benefit from the pass rush with Willie Anderson, and also Danielle Hunter, can benefit from Stingley being outside on the opposite side of him, benefit from DeMeco Ryans calling this defense and being under this system, benefit from the safeties that we have, and also the type of offense that we have. And again, we need help on the secondary because when you look at what's going on around the rest of the NFL, around the rest of the AFC, and even in our own division, because again, teams were drafting for us in the AFC South. The Titans, the Colts, and the Jags were drafting on how to beat us. But we have to counter that. We can't just sit on our hands and be like, okay, we just do what we do. No, we got to counter as well. We got to put pieces out there as well to make sure that, hey, what they drafting and trying to beat us does not work. So when they go out there and they draft receivers, we make sure we put people in the secondary to be able to handle that and get the football back to CJ so CJ and this offense could do exactly what they need to do. And I believe you did a step in the right direction by drafting Lassiter again. I like that aggressive style. Remember, I was very high on Sauce coming out of the draft a couple years ago. I'm very happy that we got Stingley because I like the way Stingley plays as well. And Stingley is probably the more talented of the DBs, of the cornerbacks. But you have that aggressor. Now you have that physical cornerback. Now you have a guy that's going to jam, that's going to play that press man coverage and get receivers uncomfortable and put receivers off their route and make receivers have a long day at the office when they're going up against Lassiter. And I like that. And I like that for this defense, and I like that mentality as well. You got that dog type of mentality. And I think it's a very good pick, and I do think it's going to help out the Houston Texans in the long run. Like, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. I holla.